By the way, my name is Carol Adams, Carol Adams Creations. Thanks so much for being here. So all I did was cut my watercolor paper to size so that it would fit inside my frame. And I'm just going to glue that in there with my canvas paper. I have this big butterfly that I want to use. This is from Couture March Club. These are kind of their mini samples that Couture sells. And I have some blues and greens and this shimmer silver. And what I'm going to do is I am going to put a little bit on my plate here. And I am going to paint my watercolor paper. There is a method to my madness, I promise. What we're going to do, I am going to spray this. Here we go. I am going to spray this with a good spritz, especially that light blue, since and basically I'm making watercolor with the paste. So I'm going to take a paintbrush and I am just going to, I tell you what, I'm even going to even spritz this. Let this get kind of wet. That way it will really soak in here. Let me get some water on my brush. There we go. Okay. Pretty. So what I'm doing is I am just covering the canvas enough that then I am going to go over it, just trying to make sure that I'm doing enough. I'm going to go over it in black on top of my watercolor. Okay, I'm going to let this sit for a little bit, and then I'm going to dry it, but I want it to kind of soak in just a little. I am going to use this Storm. I was going to use black, but I think black may be a little bit too harsh. And I'm hoping this works. We shall see. I have this little squeegee. And you could use a smaller one, but I don't have one. And we're just going to put some of this paste on here. And then we're just going to pull down. And I really don't even care if it gets all of it or not, because this is just going to be the background. Now I'm going to lift this up. Oh, wow. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And you know what I'm going to do? I'm not even going to, I don't want it even. So let's do this. I'm actually going to take a paper towel and just kind of dab this a little bit. I may dab, it may come up too much. Oh, that's really pretty. Okay, so we're going to just put this right here, making sure that everything is good. Make sure that that is nice and down. I am going to use my black chalk paste. And we're just going to rub down. I'm going to turn this way, and we're just going to lift up. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? I am going to cut this out. Just kind of get some of it off here. And I want it close to the edge. I don't want white space left. This is so pretty. Okay. So it needs something more. So I think what I'm going to do is I have this stencil, and I'm going to use this pesto with my modeling paste. And I'm going to move this so that I don't get, and I'm just going to mix this paste into this modeling paste. Okay, this is just kind of a, I don't know, it's a floral stencil by Tim Holtz. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my modeling paste and I'm just going to run it across it. Okay, and I'm going to lift it up. Oh my gosh, y'all. You see that? That is gorgeous. Just so pretty. I'm going to do the same thing over here, and I may put one up here. I am going to glue this down. I'm just going to use some double-sided tape. Put that all the way. Okay. Let me get this in here. That looks pretty straight. Okay. I have the stamp set. It is Donna Downey. I've had it forever. And this one says, I'm hoping, always believe something wonderful is about to happen. And then I'm going to put this right here. Oh, doesn't that look great? That worked out super. So that is going to go right there. I'm still trying to think if it needs anything else. Hold on. Let me just try something. Didn't know if it needed some softness to it or if it should just stay like this. So this is cheesecloth. You just get it at the grocery store. It's not anything fancy. Gonna pull this out. Lay that down and put that on top. It's not necessary, but it looks kind of cool. I don't know if you can see that or not. And it's just really hard. It just kind of gives it a little, another element of texture. I really like that. I was hoping for some just black ribbon, but I have kind of this eyelash ribbon. But I'd like to just take and kind of wrap around my key here and then just tie it off so that this looks like his body. I am going to have this here. I'm going to put this on top. He is going to go right there. Just like that. Just like I said, just to kind of give it some extra texture. And I'm just going to do a little bit of glue here. And it won't take very much. Put this lid back on. And I am going to set that right down there. Okay, because I have some black wire. And I am going to make antennas. And this is pretty thin wire, so it's kind of hard to see. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to double it and then just twist it together. To make it thicker. I think that's good. They're never really very straight. Okay, cut those off. Okay. And then that way I can attach those to this. So anyway, we're going to use these. These are a little small, but they'll work. Hopefully that'll keep it in place. Okay. Now I'm going to turn this over and put this on top. I'm going to move this guy over a little bit. Put that right there. And voila. We have our finished canvas.